the one Japanese, I think it was the Osaka Aquarium, where they had the penguins, but inside the store crossing, there's like the penguins were literally like this close.
Okay.
You could see them and smell them, and they were like in basically a cage that they could have hopped out of, or anybody could have hopped in and just like stole the penguin.
Those same eels would now hide in the sand whenever a worker or someone would walk past. The problem is that made it almost impossible.
Oh, great, good. I remember that.
The solution was the aquarium asked people to FaceTime their eels to refamiliarize them with exposure therapy. There was a legitimate time where you could have gone on a date with an antisocial eel. Or what Panera that was definitely a bright spot.
Panera. Not to go on a crazy tangent, but I went to Panera Bread for the first time. That felt like I got robbed. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was like $17 for a sandwich. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Why is everyone calling me Poopy? That's not my name.
A saying that you're captivated is because you're luxuriously soft materials.
Yeah, I don't know any of that.
It means you give them a great night's sleep.
Like me? The sad thing about your question is there's probably like an in-game lore reason to why things that happen. Like, I will say, I'm assuming it's like the like they answer every question. My dog, they don't read here.
Dude, my headset on.
Back open. So here's some hacks to get the most out of your experience. Animals are
I'm back.
most active on cooler, cloudier days, and they
Yeah, true, because it's hot outside, or maybe like in the morning, I guess. Like
I've only
maybe
green
not
one.
too early, 'cause, you know, they be snoozing and stuff, but it's a little colder in the morning.
I've only green popo.
Okay.
You could be there the next overcast 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. I swear you'll see a different zoo. And if you're a cat person, you might want to wear some Calvin Klein. Klein is a favorite for cats.
I should hear some
From
stomp.
lions to leopards. In fact, researchers have caught wild jaguars on camera by dousing the trap in obsession for men.
How about we,
End up in big cat country. Go ahead and spritz some of the Klein.
how about we try
Maybe it smells like woman-cat pheromones that comes out the hoo-ha. Maybe they're just
Fight.
like clam slamming.
thing
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I imagine I'm gonna get a couple comments
for smarter
for 15 minutes. And I can't possibly care about
stuff like I guess the whacker or
I've
something.
always said that zoos are capable of a lot of good and a lot of bad.
True.
A lot of them are an invaluable resource for conservation and awareness. And while I agree, there are some species that are just not built for zoos. The majority of them are there because they literally would be worse off in the wild. Chbosky's horse was basically halfway.
Or like, don't they also use zoos to bring back basically like animals that are going extinct, and then they like breed them, and then they're in captivity where they won't be harmed by like predators and stuff?
Down the grave, but it was the work of zoos to help bring them back from the brink. Same
Yeah.
thing with the California condor, and about a dozen more. And spare thought for zookeepers are overworked, underpaid, usually
I'm here.
And like I said, the smell isn't just something they leave in the office. Not all zoos are created equal, and it's at best
True.
lazy, and at worst almost dangerous to put them all in the same boat. But I'm gonna stop yapping. Drink water.
Yeah, take a snack.
Support your local zoo.
I'm hungry.
Matter of fact, give the zookeeper a hug. Who knows how
Aww.
much they need. And I'ma see you.
Oh, get her.
I'm gonna walk into a random zookeeper. I love you.
In the next one.
Oh, go on, next one.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for making the video. I love these videos. I think they're so fun to watch. The way he presents the information is enough for my brain to take it in and at a good speed, so that way I don't feel like I have to watch every video at 2 times speed, which is
Make sure you're following.
But that was a great video. I love these videos. They make me so happy.
Yeah, you're following. Popo gang.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Barry, and today we're going to be watching turning cotton balls into cotton candy. I do like cotton candy, so let's
Crouch.
go.
Crouch, everybody.
Like
About 2 years ago, I became convinced that there was a way to turn cotton balls into edible and hopefully tasty cotton candy.
I mean, technically, cotton balls are already edible.
I'm a big camo.
If you're strong enough.
Very femboy.
Thank you! Please ignore that.
More than you with your white tail,
Idea seemed a bit ridiculous,
and you with your blue body.
but I knew that it should have been possible. This is because cotton, even
I
though
think
it's
less
not
about
just
show and more
all,
about
is
survival.
actually entirely sugar. The
Really?
only problem is that all this sugar, or more specifically glucose, is trapped in something called cellulose. And cellulose is actually a completely different material.
What is cellulose? Is that not the thing that makes your legs all, like, wibble wobbly?
And we can use it to make things like cotton balls and
Something over there.
at its core though, it's all just sugar. So what I dreamed of doing was breaking down cotton balls back into sugar and then turning them into candy. I didn't want to make any candy though, and I specifically wanted to make cotton candy. I wanted to make literal cotton candy.
Are dandruff legs dictating your outfit choice?
Are you able to take it on?
To wear black with dark or dandruff shampoo. Recommended
Yeah,
by dermatologists.
take it out and say yes.
I wanted to make literal cotton candy. To get started, the first thing that I had to
Popos.
do was figure out how to even do it.
See, this makes me feel better when I see him Google stuff, because any single problem I have in the entire world goes straight into Google, and then this is how you get the real answer. Right at the end, you write
Oh,
Reddit.
damn it. Oh,
I had to come up with a way to break down the cellulose back into sugar, and my first idea was to use an enzyme. This was because I had already used an enzyme for another project, where I used toilet paper into drinkable alcohol, and it had worked really well.
I would maybe drink PET alcohol. It seems kind of fun. Like, you could probably sell it outside of Costco. It's like, $1. I would have a Costco hot dog with some toilet paper alcohol. That's all I'm trying to say.
For that one, I used an enzyme called cellulase, and I was able to break down the
at least we got some allies that aren't in our group.
entirely cellulose.
Elden Ring ass through.
Ooh,
To alcohol
baby.
and then I distilled it to make my toilet paper moonshine.
It is as of a popos
The whole process
that
ended up being
we are,
surprisingly efficient.
we are
and I
allies.
figured it was the best place to start.
Why does moonshine always have to be in a mason jar? Like, I feel it adds to the aesthetic so
Because,
much
like,
that if you remove the mason jar, you remove the...
I showing I was friendly, and I was showing I was with these guys.
I used wasn't
So,
and it was mixed with maltodextrin.
well, it's 4 of us, and it's 3 of those, and one of them isn't even an
But
adult.
they weren't fermentable by yeast,
So they won't attack us, and if we don't want to attack them, get a fellow popos.
I couldn't have any extra sugar floating around. It would be impossible to separate it from the sugar that I made, and it would just be a huge mess.
Don't tell
I
Maroon
had to
5
find
about this.
somewhere to buy the pure enzyme, and the easiest and cheapest
Look at this
source
snack on we.
seemed to be Alibaba.
Oh, no! Well, if it doesn't work here, maybe go to Temu?
It was pretty easy to go on, find a listing, and order the enzyme.
This is
but actually
scary!
getting what I wanted turned out to be a huge pain. The first and biggest problem was that I never knew if it was actually going to be sugar-free. I
Yeah.
always asked, and they would confirm that it was,
Okay.
but it never seemed fully believable. Also, the Canadian government kept keeping the packages and holding them for months.
What? I never had a package held before until I bought all
I don't think we can
the
take
dragons.
those
Like,
guys on.
dude, they
Yeah,
held
to look
my
elsewhere.
package in Denmark for like a week and I was freaking out. I don't know how upset I would be if somebody was just holding onto my stuff for an entire month, man.
This one, by far, had to be the worst one that I got. Customs had apparently torn it open and
But it's taking a while.
by just throwing it into a loose plastic bag.
Craftsman
Bluey.
cheese powder!
It was also brown, which immediately told me that it wasn't very pure, and I
Ugh.
could tell there was sugar in it because it was sticky when I touched it. It
Ew!
took a month, but I eventually got one that seemed decent, and it of course arrived as ginseng extract. It was off-white, but still pure powder,
Okay.
and it didn't seem to have any fillers or sugar. When I tried it on the
He's gonna
cotton,
snort it.
though, it just didn't work very well. I think the enzyme itself was good quality, and the cotton was just really stubborn. I knew that it would be a bit harder to break down than toilet paper, but I didn't
Oh.
expect it to be as bad as it
just passing through, okay? You know you can't kill us, so we're not even gonna attempt it, okay?
Which can be very hard to do with cotton.
I was never really able to do it.
Oh crap,
After trying for a while, I basically gave up.
No.
About a
itchy.
year later, though,
Bye.
I got really inspired for some reason, and I decided
Gaming
to attempt
Gecko,
this
where's
project
it?
again.
Gee. Oh, there it is.
Single book, article, or paper that I could find, and I slowly put something together. My biggest challenge was that I didn't want to have to use any special
I've heard
equipment
something.
or weird chemicals.
Wait, what is like a weird chemical? I guess a weird chemical could be something that would explode. Or maybe calls you like a weird name or uses DeviantArt excessively.
And I wanted it to be as simple as possible.
Oh.
I also ideally wanted the sugar that I made to taste good, or at the very least, not poison me.
Oh, he's
After
gonna
about a
eat it.
week, I ended up coming up with something that I thought could work. Instead of using enzyme to break down the cotton, I would just use acid.
We are not taking on an agent. No, we are not.
Actually really nice.
It can
don't know
kill
why
us
he has the
with
biggest handwriting
that.
critique in the entire world, but he has like really nice, cute handwriting. But that's cool.
Is there anything we're supposed to be hiding for?
Problem skin? New Derma Control Cleanser removes excess oil, cleanses pores, and prevents blemishes.
So I decided to just jump right into it, and I picked up an entire bag of cotton balls. I went with the large ones, just because I felt like it, and it looked like a lot, but it was
Size
only
queen
about
cotton
77
balls.
grams. Now the next main ingredient that I needed was some 98% concentrated sulfuric acid.
What?
For all this cotton, I calculated that I needed 230 grams of it, and I poured it directly
Where's it going?
onto 70 grams of ice. This almost immediately caused most of the ice to melt, and when it was all
Where'd it
ready,
been?
I turned on the stirring.
Take a
But I
drink.
was doing
Nothing we could take down.
including the sulfuric acid, and bringing the concentration
I'm in two
down from
popos.
98% to 75.
Me and Gabe
I'm not like a scientist or anything. You could probably tell because I'm a beaver.
have good
But
fight
how
with
does the little
Flex
thing down there
because
spin like that? Is there a magnet on the
it
bottom
was
too?
making sure one getting it.
I think it's cool. It's like doing the
That
little
means we did damage.
I
Jellyfish jam.
also used ice to do this.
Oh, another
because it
popo.
generated a lot of heat,
That's
and the whole
cool.
solution was now probably around 60 C or 140 Fahrenheit. If I
Dang!
used regular water instead of ice, it probably would have violently boiled and splashed, which wouldn't have been ideal.
It's
But
magic.
anyway, when it looked like it was all mixed, I turned off the stirring, and I let it cool down to room temperature.
Scientists are magicians, honestly.
About 30 minutes later, it was good to go, and I pulled out the stir bar.
I thought that was a straw. And I took a quick sip to see if it was up to standard.
What is it? Oh, is that another popo?
And I started with just
Okay.
one ball. I then
Aish,
played around
boy.
with it, and it almost immediately
It's
started
smart
falling
enough.
apart.
Oh.
In general,
But it's too
cotton's usually pretty
heavy.
tough,
Oh,
and I thought that it was interesting.
is in a fight.
It would just disintegrate.
Wow.
Get him, boy!
And I felt that I was ready to add the rest. So,
Nice and
I carefully loaded in a small handful, and it looked like it was barely gonna fit.
Here we go, fight this boy.
Because this was only
Ah.
a small fraction of what I had to add.
I got stuck on each other.
Though, it slowly disappeared into the
Chook.
acid.
Whoa, it's kind of changing. It's fucking getting muddy.
Guess I'm trying to go for that attack. We go for bites. Yeah, class, I'm almost dead.
Worried that it wasn't gonna be able to eat the whole bag. Now, as far as I know,
Look, another one.
reaction going on here, and the cotton.
They just say we aren't going for another one of these.
About it, but it seems like
They say we aren't going for another one of these.
was probably just interacting with the cellulose. It was forming a complex around their hydroxyl
After
group,
this.
which normally helps the fibers.
Ew, it's
Ow.
dirty now.
How do you hit me?
This was causing them
Oh,
to
wait, my
separate
teammate.
and